Hey, what's up everyone? How the hell you all doing? Now, the cult of Kraken, it's not a thing, okay? It just simply doesn't exist, alright? So stop it, behave, you sadistic feckers. So, I asked you guys yesterday in a poll on my community tab on my channel which weapon I should cover next, and thankfully, it wasn't the Kraken. A lot of you wanted to channel your inner Robin Hood or your inner Hanzo and bust out the DQ, a bow that has always had a very loyal following. Certainly not the best bow in Warframe, there are certain things that other bows just do better. All of the slash damage that the Dread brings, or the fast firing Rakta Cernos, and the Cernos Prime with its room clearing potential, or even the lens just for simply fucking shit up. Yourself included. Now the DQ is just simply a damn good weapon. Even back when it had a near 2-second charge up time, a lot of players still really enjoyed running with it. Whereas for other players it was that charge up time that was its biggest flaw, and the one reason that they would not run with it. They would simply prefer to run with the faster firing Rakta or the Dread or even the Paris Prime, basically any other bow but the DQ. But with the recent weapon pass, the DQ's charge up time, or its draw speed for its arrow, was reduced down to 1 second. In fact, all bows seen a charge up time reduction. So with a speed mod, the DQ now fires a hell of a lot faster, maybe more in line with what the Dread or the old Paris Prime and all them used to fire at that speed. But that's not the only change that the DQ received. Its IPS amounts were also shifted. Before the change, the DQ was a 60% puncture based weapon, but it's now more evenly spread, with 30 in impact, 30 in slash, and of course 40 in puncture. And because of that higher slash amount, you can expect much larger bleed effects once you hit an enemy or once you proc a slash effect, which is now why I personally enjoy running with the DQ. So all of our other bows in Warframe are crit based, which makes the DQ the exception. Not only does it fire slower, but it also doesn't have that huge amount of crit chance that all of these other bows as well. It is basically a status based weapon with a 50% status chance. That means that you can get 100% status chance with the right dual stat mods equipped. And because you're only firing one arrow at a time, it means you're not going to apply status effects as fast as you would if you're using a fully automatic rifle or something like that. But because it hits really hard, if you do proc a slash effect, it will tick for a lot of damage. Which, like I said earlier, is one of the reasons a lot of players really like the DQ, especially if you can skew it in favour of slash damage. Now, for me personally, one of the best features of the DQ is that huge innate punch through. You can take out multiple enemies in a line with one arrow due to the fact that it has a 3 meter punch through on this bow. And if by chance, and I mean if by chance, you are lucky enough to get a crit based Riven mod for the DQ, then a mix of both the crit chance and the status chance turns the DQ into an absolute monster, which I was really lucky to get. Now my DQ Riven is a crit chance, crit damage, slash based one. It also has plus recoil, but the bows don't have recoil, so it doesn't really matter. So with this Riven equipped, my DQ has a lot of status chance, but it also has a really high crit chance, crit damage, and it has a lot of slash damage on there as well. But like I said, you need to be really lucky in order to get that, or you need to go out and buy one. But in all honesty, no one really likes having to rely on a Riven to make a weapon really good, and the DQ, when I hold my hand up, in comparison to other bows without my Riven equipped, doesn't hold a candle to them. Basically, those other bows, like the Dread, are a lot more efficient at killing things because of the huge amount of slash damage on them, or because of the pure DPS potential of the Rakta Cernos and how fast you can fire its arrows. It kills a lot quicker, whereas the DQ definitely doesn't. So I don't think it's as good as the Dread or the Rakta Cernos or even the Cernos Prime now, but like I said earlier, it is still a really good weapon. Now these are the builds that I have on my DQ right now. I have a crit build, which is just a base crit build. I have a Riven build, and of course I have a build dedicated to Harrow with his fire rate buff, so you don't really need to run with a speed trigger or a vile acceleration, which will allow you to put another damage mod on there, or an Argon scope, or a hunter munitions, or whatever you yourself want to stick on. Now you could also combine the DQ with a Warframe like Chroma or Banshee or any other Warframe that can boost your DQ's damage potential. Entirely up to you, but the DQ is definitely a weapon that is worth dusting off and having another look at if you haven't already. Now let me know in the comment section what you think of the DQ now, whether you like it or not. Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.